welcome to the night shift. I'm your host, Law My Guy. The Fresh Mo Rep is back with more fresh and easy recipes just for you on this week's episode of John's Cooking Show.
Welcome back to another episode of John's Cooking. So for today's episode, I know some of you here felt that the previous recipe was a bit too complex for you. So today, we'll make it really simple. You're just going to throw things into hot water. So for today, we're making porridge. Damn easy, there's no way you can mess it up. So first, you'll need a vessel to throw hot water into. You'll start by heating up the water. So the ratio of rice to water is for every cup of rice that you're going to throw in, you need 8 times as much water. So here in this big bowl, I have 4 cups of water. So here I have with me half a cup of rice. The next thing we're going to prepare is our chicken. I already have cut it into small little cubes. So you're going to add a bit of cornstarch or flour, as well as small drip of oyster sauce. Now we're just going to mix that around. Your chicken is slightly coated with a bit of flour / cornstarch and a bit of oyster sauce for some seasoning. We're going to do this little trick, okay? We're going to add a smidge of oil on top of the surface of the water. This is going to help the water trap the heat inside so that it will come to a boil faster and regulate the temperature of the water. So while we wait, there's one last thing we can do. We can prepare our garnish. So in the previous episode, we used the white color part of the onion. Now we'll use the green color parts, which are more commonly used for garnish. Now that the water is boiling, okay, you want to lower the heat a bit. You don't want to stir it too much, or else the rice will start to stick to the bottom of the wok. Now let's wait for a while, move the cover on top. Now we wait for about between 25 to 30 minutes for the porridge to fluff up. As we wait for the porridge to cook, let's bring you on a short tour of the kitchen in SUTD. Okay, so now we're bringing you to a tour of the pantry. Please, when you cook, make sure you throw all your rubbish inside the little bins. Keep the pantry as clean as possible. Over here we have lockers for you to put your various kitchen items. Now we come to the start of the show. Here's our induction cooker. Each pantry is equipped with 5 induction cooker sets. You press and hold the on button to turn it on, followed by, depending on which one you want to use, and you just increase the power preferred settings. This is for the light switch. This is to reset the fans, and these are the various fan speeds, going from 1 all the way to the highest fan setting, which is 3. For those of you that don't really cook and are just watching this for fun, thanks for watching by the way, but we have the vending machine for cup noodles and various drinks and snacks and whatnot. Next we have the water machine. Okay. Where you can get hot water and cold water. Above that we have all the community pots, pans, cups, and even some oils and soy sauces and stuff. You know, best if you have your own. Next we have the sinks. Please keep them clean. You know, they provide these little baskets here for you to bring to the various bins to throw away any unwanted rubbish. Next we have the microwave and the oven. Each pantry is also equipped with one. Make sure you turn them on first when you preheat. Don't forget to turn them on. Okay, next we have the halal corner. So similarly, it has everything that the regular pantry has. And instead of having a fan, you just pull this up and it will on the lights and the fan as well. Okay, that concludes our tour of the kitchen. Now back to the porridge. Okay, so we're about the halfway mark. Okay, about half of the water has evaporated already. So at this point, I'm going to add the chicken that we seasoned just now, okay, into the porridge. Okay, so make sure that you spread it out as evenly as you can, because we don't want the chicken to cluster up. It will take much longer to cook. Then at this point, we can also add any seasonings that we want. So normally, you might want to use chicken stock if you don't have any seasonings. But for me, I have a lot of these spare instant noodle packets, so I'm going to just add that to the porridge instead. Give it a light stir to make sure that none of the rice sticks to the bottom of the pot. Also to stir the seasoning and the chicken around. So I think it will take about another 5 to 10 more minutes before it's done. So we just cover it and we'll check back again in about a few minutes.
A few minutes later.
It's been about 5 to 10 minutes since we last checked in. You know, most of the water is evaporated. Now we have this thick consistency, of the porridge, just the way I like it.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Finish it off, we're just going to scoop it into our serving bowl, top it off with a bit of our cut green onions. And now to finish it off, lastly, we're going to add a bit of sesame oil. And I bring to you porridge. Thank you for joining me on another episode of John's Cooking. See you in the hostel kitchen.
Next week, the crew will be clearing their leave, so there won't be an episode. Thank you for watching up to this point. We'll see you again after the break.